Every morning, millions of Americans wake up to her voice. She has spent her career delivering the biggest news stories to the world, the triumphs, the tragedies, and the mysteries. But in February 2026, Savannah Guthrie didn't deliver the news. She became the news. And the story is one of the most chilling, high-tech mysteries in modern American history. When an 84-year-old woman goes missing, authorities usually assume she wandered off. But when police entered the Tucson, Arizona home of Nancy Guthrie on February 1st, they didn't find a confused senior citizen. They found signs of a violent struggle. They found abandoned heart medication. They found strange DNA. And when investigators went to check the neighborhood security cameras, they discovered something terrifying. The kidnappers hadn't just broken into her house. They had used military-grade Wi-Fi jammers to plunge the entire neighborhood into a digital blackout. This wasn't a random break-in. This was a highly sophisticated, targeted abduction. And 3 months later, the FBI, a frantic family, and the entire country are asking one question: who took Nancy Guthrie? To understand how baffling this case is, we have to look at the location. Nancy Guthrie lived in the Catalina Foothills of Tucson, Arizona. This is an upscale, quiet, heavily guarded community. It's the kind of place where people move to feel safe. January 31, 2026 was a completely normal Saturday. Nancy, who neighbors describe as vivacious, kind, and incredibly sharp for her 84 years, had spent the evening at the home of her other daughter, Annie. At approximately 9:45 p.m., she was dropped off at her house. She walked through her front door, locked it behind her, and was never seen again. The alarm was raised the very next morning. It was Sunday, February 1st. Nancy was a devout churchgoer and never missed a Sunday service. When her pew remained empty, her brother, Cameron, felt an immediate pit in his stomach. He drove to her house. There was no answer. He called the police. When the Pima County Sheriff's deputies breached the home, the illusion of a quiet disappearance was immediately shattered. Inside, there were glaring signs of a forced entry and a physical struggle. Even more terrifying, Nancy's vital heart medication was left sitting on the counter. Wherever she went, she didn't pack a bag. She was taken by force. Now, in 2026, you can hardly walk down a suburban street without being recorded by 10 different Ring doorbells. So, investigators immediately started canvassing the neighborhood for footage. What did they find? Nothing. Neighbors' cameras didn't just fail to catch the perpetrator, they went completely offline. Cybersecurity experts brought in by the FBI quickly realized what had happened. The intruders used a sophisticated Wi-Fi jammer. A Wi-Fi jammer floods the area with radio frequency interference, disconnecting every wireless device from the internet. It is the modern, high-tech equivalent of a serial killer cutting the phone lines before sneaking into a house. Whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. But the kidnappers made one mistake. Just before the jamming signal fully took out the neighborhood's grid, a single, chilling image was captured. A masked man, dressed entirely in dark clothing, lurking near the property line. Along with this image, the FBI made a massive breakthrough inside the house. During the struggle, the attackers left behind DNA. Right now, that DNA is being run through every criminal database in the world. This brings us to the most disturbing question. Why? Why use military-level tech to abduct an 84-year-old grandmother? The prevailing theory is as dark as it gets. She was targeted because of who her daughter is. Savannah Guthrie is one of the highest-paid, most recognizable journalists in America. Kidnapping for ransom is a multi-million-dollar underground industry. But if this was a ransom attempt, why haven't we heard of a drop? Some experts fear the worst. Morgan Wright, a former detective, recently stated publicly that authorities might already be treating this as a no-body homicide. Nancy was 84. She had a heart condition. She was taken violently in the middle of the night without her medication. The grim reality is that she may not have survived the abduction itself. The toll this has taken on the Guthrie family is unimaginable. Savannah immediately stepped down from the Today Show anchor desk. She even pulled out of covering the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy, a career milestone, to stay in Arizona. It has been months. The trail should be cold, but the FBI hasn't given up, and neither has the family. Right now, there is a staggering $1 million reward for any information leading to Nancy Guthrie's safe return, or the arrest of the people who took her. Someone bought that Wi-Fi jammer. Someone's DNA is in that house. Someone knows who the masked man on that camera is. We cover true crime on this channel, but this one hits differently. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was a calculated, high-tech strike against an innocent elderly woman. What do you think happened to Nancy? Was it a targeted ransom gone wrong, or something even darker? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Please stay safe out there, lock your doors, and I'll see you in the next video.